Was the Apollo 11 moon landing real? In this video, we are going to look at the facts and theories surrounding the Apollo program initiated by the United States during the Cold War. There were several key reasons for undertaking this ambitious and costly program, but the most obvious reasons were the intense political and ideological rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union during the Cold War. The Soviet Union had achieved several significant milestones in space exploration, including launching the first artificial satellite, Sputnik 1, in 1957, and sending the first human, Yuri Gagarin, into space in 1961. The United States wanted to show they were better than the Soviets at technology and science, so they set out to do something big in space that would be even better than what the Soviet Union had done. Sending people to the moon became a way to show off the country's pride and how good they were with technology. The Apollo program was announced by President John F. Kennedy in a speech before a joint session of the United States Congress on May 25, 1961. This announcement marked the official beginning of the Apollo program. The program was managed by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, also known as NASA, and it involved a series of crewed missions, technological developments, and scientific explorations. On July 16, 1969, the Apollo 11 mission launched with the astronauts Neil Armstrong, Edwin Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. The spacecraft consisted of three main components: the command module, the lunar module, and the Saturn V launch vehicle. After a journey of approximately 240,000 miles, the spacecraft entered the lunar orbit on the 19th of July, 1969. Several hours later, Armstrong and Aldrin entered the lunar module Eagle and separated from the command module. The lunar module then touched down on the moon. Neil Armstrong became the first human to set foot on the moon, followed by Buzz Aldrin about 19 minutes later. The astronauts conducted experiments, collected lunar samples, and set up scientific instruments during their 2.5 hours journey on the lunar surface. The astronauts, after successfully completing their mission, returned back to Earth on July 24, 1969, and were placed in quarantine aboard the USS Hornet for 21 days to prevent the potential spread of any lunar pathogens. The success of the Apollo 11 mission marked a historic achievement in human space exploration, fulfilling the goal set by President John F. Kennedy in 1961. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin's footsteps on the lunar surface remain iconic moments in the history of space exploration. However, some people argued that the moon landing was a hoax, orchestrated by the US government to assert dominance in the Cold War-era space race. One theory suggests the moon landing was filmed in a secret studio. Critics question the astronauts' flags fluttering and the absence of stars in the photographs as evidence of a staged event. Another theory surrounds the Van Allen radiation belt. Critics argue humans could never survive the intense radiation. However, NASA clarifies that Apollo 11's swift passage through the belt minimized the astronauts' exposure to radiation. Additionally, the moon rock samples collected by Apollo 11 have been scrutinized. Critics suggest they are too similar to Earth rocks, yet independent research proves their unique lunar origin, debunking this theory. Others claim discrepancies in the shadows and lighting of the lunar photographs. Experts, however, explain these anomalies as effects of lunar topography and the sun's angle, not evidence of a hoax. Even though there are many ideas about it, most scientists strongly agree that the Apollo 11 moon landing really happened. Other countries and special equipment left on the moon by the astronauts, which still works today, also help prove that it happened. The Apollo 11 moon landing remains a triumphant achievement for mankind. It's an event that showcases the boundless potential of human ingenuity and determination. And while conspiracy theories persist, the evidence overwhelmingly supports the reality of this monumental accomplishment. If you liked this video, please subscribe to our channel